Hey everybody, Steve Ritter. So normally I get, how's everybody doing today, by the way? Good? Everybody got you something to drink here, a little sweet tea? All right, so let's get cracking. So moving into this new place that I'm at now, they don't provide meals for me, so I have to cook mostly for myself. Now I'm tired of eating sandwiches. So it's inspired me, or necessity is the mother of invention, or whatever. But it's really I've been doing a lot more cooking lately, which is good for me, and I get to make some more videos. So normally I get recipes a lot. I've done a lot of things based on some things you all have sent in, which I appreciate very much. And I made a video right up here. I did a lasagna in a crockpot, which it turned out really well, and I was inspired and impressed enough. I'm like, I'm gonna try another lasagna. This is my first recipe I'm just making this up. So this is all me. I didn't look at any other recipes or take a recipe and kind of tweak it to make them my own. This is just in my mind. I was thinking about this, going, well, this would be kind of cool. This is a vegetable lasagna. I am using some just a bolognese sauce that I got in a jar that I'm going to kind of use to layer it. But I've got tomatoes, green peppers, eggplant, and onions, and that's really the only vegetables that I would have liked to have found some zucchini, but I couldn't find any in the little shopping market next door. So that's about the best I could do. But I have some lasagna noodles and some mozzarella cheese, and I'm gonna just layer it and some spices along with it, just kind of go along. So we'll see how this goes. This is first, so it could be really good or it could be really bad. I had a lawyer tell me that one time. I was on the staff. And he goes, I said, we were working some particular project, and I went and asked him, I said, so what do you think? What do you think of this? And he goes, well, it could really be really good or really bad. You covered all your bases there. So anyway, I'm going to flip this around and kind of put this together, and we'll be right back. So here we go. All right, we're back. So got my crock pot up, started heating it up just to kind of get things moving. I'm just going to start with this bolognese sauce. Just put a little bit on the bottom here. Hope I have enough now. Start with water. So the idea, really liked the lasagna last time, so I'm hoping this turns out pretty good. Start there, and just kind of go with I'm going to just I cut these thin. The eggplant, of course, really work out nice, cut up nice and thin, kind of lend themselves to that. I love eggplant with tomato sauce. I mean, the water should cook out of all these vegetables and kind of make this go here. So some onions. These are two onions. Now it's interesting that the eggplants come from Iran, which is kind of interesting. They get a lot of produce from Iran here. And then put a little bit of tomatoes down here. Again, cutting them thin. Just kind of making this up as I go. So as far as spices go, I'm just going to do a little bit of salt, pepper. And some oregano and thyme. So I'm just kind of sprinkle that on, and so there's the thyme. Always got time for thyme. All right, and then try that, and I'm going to just sprinkle some mozzarella. Now I was looking for cottage cheese, interesting enough. Couldn't find any. So in that little shop, I know that at the big store they have some, but I could not find any at the little smaller one. So I'm just gonna have to go only mozzarella. And then I'm going to put a layer of lasagna noodles down here. Oh, almost knocked over the spaghetti sauce. Sorry about that. Scared myself there. Just like the last time. Just kind of use my Tetris playing skills to put a layer down. Now as this cooks out, I know that water's going to cook out of there, and the water will come and will help cook that lasagna through. I'm going to put another layer of lasagna down here just because I bought a box of it. I got 2 packs of it, and I think it's going to be enough. I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to run out of space here. So let's go another layer of eggplant. And then I'm going to put some more green peppers down. Actually, I probably ought to put some sauce down first. Put some sauce on top of that, mix things up a little bit. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to run out of space here, so I was worried I wasn't going to have enough sauce, but I think this is going to take up now. As it cooks, I have no doubt that the noodles will soak up the liquid that cooks out of the vegetables, and it should shrink back down. I'm fairly certain that's what's going to happen. So, but I've been wrong before, you know. Probably be wrong again. So anyway, that's the gist of it. I'm going to just keep layering this. Another layer of tomatoes here. Tomato overload. I know for a fact that the tomatoes, the water is going to come out of those tomatoes. Some onion. Or onion, Bella. Talked to her last night on the phone. She's doing good. She's about ready to start finals. About to be done with her first year. And she's switched over to international relations. She's wanting to take a minor in a language. So she's kind of looking at French, and she also wants to do Spanish. So she really likes Spanish, studying Spanish. She loved it in high school and was really good at it. So that'd be something. She double minored in French and Spanish. We're just ravishing Mrs. Ritter and I are kind of hoping she gets a job overseas in France or Spain. That'd be nice. We come visit her all the time. I'm going to put a little bigger layer of cheese down here. I love cheese, especially mozzarella. And that's it. So I'm going to keep layering it up till it's finished. I'll cut back here when it's all done, and we'll see what it looks like before I put it on. So I'll be right back. All right, that's what the finished product looks like. So I packed it all in. Not much room there. Now, normally I get a little nervous about with Crockpot when I don't leave enough headspace on the top there, because again, water tends to cook out of stuff, and especially with vegetables. So I'm going to have to watch this. The good news is I'm off today, so I can kind of poke my head in and take a look at it every now and then. But the plan is hopefully I really think those noodles are going to soak up. I used about the whole box here of these lasagna noodles. So I'm thinking the noodles are going to do a pretty good job of soaking it up. So I'm going to just have to watch it to make sure we don't have an overflow or anything else. And then my plan is the last hour, coat the top with mozzarella cheese also and let it just kind of melt on the top there. So that's the plan. So through the magic of time and space, and editing, we'll see when it's done. So be right back. All right, so it's been cooking for about 5 hours now. I haven't taken the top off. So if you never cooked with a crock pot before, every time you take that top off, you want to really limit the number of times you take the top to check it, because it lets all the heat out and it takes it a while to build back up. So I've cooked it mostly. I had it on high for just maybe an hour out of the time. It's been on low the rest of the time. But I've got probably about another hour and a half or two before I dig into this and finish it. So I'm going to put some mozzarella cheese on the top now. See how this is looking. So looking pretty good. So the noodles on top, I don't know if they're like steaming or what. So I'm hoping this cheese will kind of tamp these things down. And I can see the liquid coming out on the sides. So put some of this cheese on the top here to kind of melt to give it the top. Now it's not going to have that nice baked mozzarella like you get, on the top of oven cooked lasagna, which I like, but that's okay. It'll melt nice. I hope it's going to add a little moisture, maybe cook these noodles a little bit more. So I like lots of mozzarella. You're probably going, whoa, that's too much. Can you ever have too much mozzarella? I don't think so. So let's just finish this whole bag up. There we go. So that cheese is going to go on the top. Kind of pack it down. Try to get these noodles. If I have to, those noodles don't. If they don't soften up a little bit, I think I might end up having to just peel the top level of noodles off. But we'll see. So top goes back on. Going to cook this for another probably hour and a half or so to 2 hours. And we'll see. So we'll be right back. All right, it's been about 7 hours now. So this is what it looks like. So kind of wondering, I turned the heat down to warm about 20 minutes ago. So about 7 hours altogether. But you see the noodles kind of curved up and pulled the cheese into the middle here. So let's see. Give me a knife. See how it looks here. It's looking pretty good, so let me see if I can't. Oh, that's right through. Looking pretty good. Put this on a plate here. All right. Scoop this out, show you all what it looks like. Because, like Benjamin says, lasagna is really spaghetti flavored cake. So, trying to get the piece I cut out. All right. Not too bad. There it is. Smells wonderful. And it's all, well, except for the cheese. Obviously, it's animal products, but it's nice. Nice. The noodles are nice and cooked. Look at that inside there. So, turn the camera around here. I'm gonna try this out. So, hold on 1 second. All right. So here it is, the taste test. Vegetable lasagna. Let's go. I'm kind of excited. It smells great. I'm going to get down into the veggies here. Hot. Noodles are all cooked. Vegetables are good. Just the right amount of salt, just a little bit, and then the oregano and the thyme with the vegetables. Now that's nice. Experiment success. It's all vegetable except for the cheese. It probably would go with the cottage cheese, but that mozzarella worked out good. Yeah, probably cottage cheese in the middle part, and then cover the top with mozzarella. But that's tasty. That's a winner. So hope you enjoyed it. This is going to be great lunch for me all week. And Colonel signing off. We'll see you next time.